How many numbers do you see here? What's that? You see two numbers? I only see one number. I see 4. The number 4. Not 4 numbers. I see 4. 8 divided by 2, that's 4. This is just one number. How about here? How many numbers do you see? You still see 2 numbers. You should get your eyes checked because I only see one number. The number I see there, that's 5. I mean, we've used 2 numbers to write 5, but 15 divided by 3, this is just 5. This is just one number, not 2 numbers. You sure you don't? One number. It's a 5. Let's try this one. 2 divided by 3. Yeah, that's right. It's one number. One number. Yeah, you knew that was coming, right? I mean, after those first 2, if you'd said there were 2 numbers here, I'd really wonder if you were paying attention, if we were really connecting here. This is 2 divided by 3. That's just one number. Of course, it's not an integer. It's not a whole number. It's not 0. 0 divided by 3 is 0, and 3 divided by 3, well, that's 1. So this is probably somewhere in between 0 and 1. Well, let's go ahead and use our definition of division here, and see if we can figure out what this number is. I'm just going to use my definition of division. This is 2 times the reciprocal of 3. Now let's think about where this is on the number line. If it's a number, it should live somewhere on the number line. Now, we already know, it's bigger than 0. 0 divided by 3 is 0. 2 divided by 3 is going to be bigger than 0 divided by 3. And 3 divided by 3, well, this is going to be less than that. It's going to be 3 divided by 3 is just 1. And well, where's 1 over 3 on the number line? Well, 1 over 3, that's just 1 divided by 3. Because 1 divided by 3 is 1 times the reciprocal of 3. So if we take 1 and divide it by 3, that means, well, basically we cut it into 3 little pieces. I'm going to scale this 1 back. This is 1 over 3. It's going to be right here. I take the number line between 0 and 1, divide it into 3 pieces. I go 1 piece over, that's 1 over 3. 2 times that, I'm going to double it. I'm going to scale it out. I'm going to take 2 of them. I'm going to go right out. What did I just write there? 2 over 3. Hey, that's another way I could write this. You know this is fractions. We write this 2 divided by 3 as 2 over 3. We call the top number the numerator, the bottom number the denominator. Yeah, that's right. I made it sound like there are 2 numbers there. This is one number, 2/3. 2 over 3, it's right there on the number line. It's between 0 and 1. It's a little bit closer to 1 than it is to 0. It's one number. If you remember only one thing from all these videos about fractions, it should be that a fraction is a number. 2/3 is a number. It's right there. So go a couple more. Make sure we have this down. So let's say we have 7 over 4. Now, of course, that's just 7 divided by 4. And using our definition of division, that's 7 times 1 over 4. Now, let's go ahead and find this on the number line real quick. Once again, we can see this is clearly larger than 0. And let's find 1 over 4 first. Because then we know we just go 7 of them. We just scale it out by 7. And that'll find 7 over 4. So 1 over 4, that's going to take our 1 divided by 4. Divide it into 4 equal pieces. And then we go 1, 2, 3, 4 of those pieces. 4 over 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 5, 6, 7. There we go. 7 over 4. Right there on the number line. 7/4. That's one number. Looks like it's 2 numbers, but it's just one number. Now you've seen us represent single numbers with 2 numbers before, right? 2-digit numbers. Take 23. 23. That's just one number, of course. It's 23, but we used 2 numbers, a 2 and a 3, to represent it. That's all we're doing here. With fractions, 7 over 4, we're using 2 numbers, 7 and a 4, to represent a single number, 7/4. 7/4, it's a single number. Say it with me. A fraction is a number. Good. All right. One more. Let's see. -3 over 5. Now we're doing negative fraction. All right, and again, all this really means is 3 divided by 5. And using our definition of division, that's just 3 times the reciprocal of 5. All the negation means is that we're going to go the other way from 0. So instead of going to the right from 0, we're going to go to the left from 0. First, we're going to figure out where 1 over 5 is, and that means we take the segment between 0 and 1, split it into 5 equal pieces. The first one is negative 1/5. Then we just count them out. We go a second one, then a third one, negative 3/5. That is an ugly negative 3/5, but that's where it is, right on the number line. Again, just one number. A fraction is a number. And now we're ready to define all the fractions. All we mean when we write a over b is a divided by b. That's all a fraction is. A over b, we call the top number the numerator, the bottom number the denominator. When we write a over b, we just mean the numerator divided by the denominator. And say it with me, the fraction is a number. And just to make sure you have this whole fraction is a number thing down, I'll show you a problem. This was on a national assessment test. 8th graders. Gave it to 8th graders all over the country to see how well we were teaching math. Here's the question. It says, estimate 7 over 8 plus 12 over 13. Now, estimate just means find a number that's close to this number. And here are the 4 choices. 5 choices. 4. See, I'm not even good at estimating. 5 choices here. And at least they let the kids be honest, I don't know, is one of the choices. Now, here's the shocking thing. 24%, only 24% of students got this question right. By 24%, I mean if there's a room of 100 students, only 24 of them got it right. 76 got it wrong. And most of them chose B or C. They added the top numbers, they added the bottom numbers, they got the wrong answer. Because they didn't realize that a fraction is a number. 7 over 8, that's a number, it's on the number line. It's a little bit less than 8 over 8. 8 over 8 is 1. 7 over 8 is a little bit less than 1. 12 over 13, a fraction is a number. 12 over 13, a little bit less than 13 over 13. This number is a little bit less than 1. This number is a little less than 1. This number is a little less than 1. And we add 2 numbers that are a little less than 1. We get a number that is a little less than 2. So this question becomes really easy when you just understand one thing. Say it with me. A fraction is a number.